VRTravellers.
My friends.
Tonight's event is about to
Travelers.
begin. Please, at this time, make your way to the prep room. I repeat, at this time, make your way to the prep room. Good day.
Cube. Boing, 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 boing. Bang, 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 bang. Why are you zigzagging like Jean's a crocodile?
Basic survival instinct.
Fair.
I wasn't sure if I took them off.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. It seems you've met with an uncertain fate. You find yourself at an interdimensional crossroads, a rendezvous of travelers between worlds. My name is Sheen. I am a highly metastasized infomorphic memetic meme complex, and one of the tour guides of VRTravellers. We create immersive, story-based tours with original writing, beautiful worlds, voice acting, and always wholesome team effort. Welcome to our point of contact, to the narrative domain. My friends, you are in for a treat. Tonight, we once again manifest our new story tour, The Warden. And thus, it is with great honor that I summon to the stage an extraordinary tour guide that comes to us from across the ether. Latecomers in the back, walking in, welcome, welcome. You are right on time. My friends, may I introduce to you Cilantro, the tour guide.
Yeehaw.
Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the story of the Warden. Before we begin, there are some base rules that we must go over. Our tours are oh, excuse me. I seem to be alright. That should be better. My friends, our tours, just like all real-world tours, are meant to be enjoyed, and if I may ask you to please, please, please reserve your merrymaking. Ah. Oh, alright, my friends. I do apologize. My friends, welcome. Welcome to the story of the Warden. I do hope that I can put on quite the performance for you all tonight. My friends, please, let us actually go straight to the world, and I will explain the rules there as I realize that that is what I've been doing previously as well. I wanted to try something different tonight, but perhaps it is better just to go along with what I've been doing thus far. Alright. My friends, without further ado, let us drop the portal. Alright, my friends. Wait for me on the other.
Boing. Orc jump scare. Boing. 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 Boing, 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 boing. My voice is starting to give out.
Oh, I'm starting to wake up a sweat. Oh my. Give me.
Sheen's on his way.
No, Sheen is on his sleigh right now.
It's not Kremlin's time.
Jolly.
No, I meant like
Oh,
he's
jolly.
slaying right now.
Ah!
You could also paint him as Santa Claus, and that would probably be accurate.
Okay, I think the world's a little too loud for me at the moment. Let me adjust that. There we go.
I believe most of us have made it through. It seems that Sheen is having some technical difficulties tonight. And so, while he's not here, let me take this opportunity to say that, while Jean always goes on about how he can only mimic mortals, and how he wishes that one day he could become more like mortals, but, I think that, I suppose, don't tell him this, but I think that he can do much, much, much more than just mimic. He does have some special gift that, well, maybe I hope to one day imitate myself. Though it seems that, he has just arrived, so don't tell him
Boing.
that I said that.
Boing.
Okay. Okay. Secret safe
Ah,
with me.
welcome, Sheen. I wasn't talking about any secrets behind your back, don't worry.
All right, I will not worry then.
Don't worry, kitten. Okay, yay.
Alright, my friends. I believe we are now mostly all here, so it is time to begin in a few moments. But first, some notes that are specific to this world and this tour. Please take a moment to adjust your world volume so that you can hear the music and the gentle sound of waves in the background at a comfortable volume. If you experience any lag tonight, you're free to turn off all avatars except those of your tour guides. Please take this time to show my avatar, as I will be using some avatar animations later in this tour.
Yes.
I have
Body.
also been made aware by some helpful travelers that setting your camera near distance to forced can cause some issues in this world if you are in VR. This option can be changed at the bottom of your graphic settings. And finally, if we have any newcomers here, this world does have a fast travel menu. However, it is somewhat hidden and difficult to find, so if you do not know where this fast travel menu is, please join my fellow tour guides, Metalgen and Jean, and they will show you where it is.
This way, friends.
Boing. 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 Boing.
I'm gonna start calling you all tenant maniacs.
Bouncing ashore is contagious.
Keep going.
Boing. Boing. Doing hostile jumps. Ah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Some might say people have been bouncing as long as there have been people.
The bouncing ashore is contagious. Even my fellow tour guides are catching it, though my friends, travelers. Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. My friends, I believe that is all of the rules that we need to go over for tonight. So, without further ado, I believe the story can begin. My friends, the Warden. The gentle sound of waves wafts through the open doorway and stirs the lightkeeper awake. As her thoughts become more clear, a single thought rings louder than the others. She sits up quickly, brimming with excitement. Today is the day, she thinks to herself. Today, the Warden will finally let me go. She rises, pulling on her tunic and wrapping a shawl around her neck. And then, she hurries outside. My friends, let's follow her.
Boing.
The sand is rather bouncy today.
Boing.
The lightkeeper steps to the edge of the rocky shore, squinting against the rising sun. The ocean stretches endlessly before her. She closes her eyes and imagines herself captain of her own ship, following the rising sun as if it were the beacon of a magnificent lighthouse just beyond the horizon. She'd sail right past the edge of the world and keep going until she reached the stars. The lightkeeper turns around. The Warden's prison stretches before her. Her house, the lighthouse she tends to, and far, far in the distance, the spire of the Warden's palace. She feels a little guilty for wanting to leave such a beautiful place. She will miss this view when she's gone. But a prison is still a prison. It's not good for her to stay here. Unfortunately, the Warden has final say over who is able to leave. A faint distortion in the clouds reveals the massive barrier fully enveloping the island. No one can enter or leave without the Warden's permission. And the Warden always denies her requests to leave. The lightkeeper wonders what she must have done to. Her musing is interrupted by a ferry arriving in the harbor. She can see the silhouettes of a great number of passengers on board. The lightkeeper is not one to pass up the opportunity to meet new people. So, she steps away from the water and begins walking along the shoreline towards the docks. My friends, let's follow her this way.
You know, my frame rate was much better before the Warden turned around to look at the island.
Just taking it.
He said that. Man.
The morning sun casts long shadows across the dock as waves gently lap against the stone piers. There is a commotion ahead as a ferry has just pulled into port, carrying passengers to the island. A tall man in a dark coat notices the lightkeeper and beckons for her to approach. She quickens her pace. When she approaches the ferry, a long line of passengers has already formed by the gangway, eager to disembark. The tall man blocks their path. The ferryman greets the lightkeeper and says that she is just the person he was hoping to see. He explains that his mate ran off the moment they docked and left him to disboard all the passengers by himself. He could really use an extra hand. The lightkeeper offers her help, and the ferryman explains that they must record the names of all the passengers into his logbook, as well as some information about why they have come to the island. Now that she's here, they should be done in half the time. My friends, the lightkeeper is interviewing the passengers and recording the information in the ferryman's logbook. And so, I will have 3 questions for one of you. Let's see. I see. Normally I would call on a newcomer here, but perhaps this is a first. All right, my friends. Leon Starr, may I call on you?
See Daisy?
My friend. Thank you. My first question is as follows. Have I spoken your name correctly? Is Leon Starr what you wish to be called?
What was the thing we wanted to try? Sorry, there was another name. I can't. Sophia, was it? Abel? Abel. No, my name has been spoken incorrectly.
Oh, interesting. What is it that you would wish to be called?
Abel.
Noted. What a ominous name, my friend. But I shall note it down. Thank you. All right, Leon Starr. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I should apologize.
No offense taken.
Abel. The second question is the most important question. Pay very, very close attention. Abel, what is your favorite fruit?
Oh. A coconut. Because it is technically a fruit.
A coconut. I see, my friend. Thank you. Lightkeeper notes all of this down very intently.
Very
Thank you.
important.
It is, in fact, the most important question. All right,
Absolutely.
my friend, for your third and final question, my friend. Would you like to leave a message for future travelers to look back on? This one is optional.
Leave.
Oh. I don't know. Probably something ominous.
I don't know. I have no input.
Die. I don't...
Hell yeah. I like that a lot.
Perish.
What is the
I
ether engine?
see, my
access
friend, that
code?
is a very... Ah, yes, perish, just like a spoiled fruit. My friend, what an ominous traveler you are.
I'm a spoiled.
This... Perhaps this does not bode well, but in any case, thank you, my friend. Your message for the future has been recorded. And with that,
I shall
our
take
story
my leave.
continues for now.
Friend is just.
The lightkeeper finishes interviewing her half of the passengers. She approaches the ferryman, who hasn't yet finished and is arguing with one of the men still waiting in line. The ferryman swears that he has not seen the man before and accuses him of being a stowaway. He will not let the man leave the ferry until the warden is notified. The lightkeeper starts to remind the ferryman that the man will not be able to leave the island without the warden's permission anyway, and so there shouldn't be any harm in letting him off the ferry. But before she can finish her thoughts, some of the other passengers come to the man's aid. They vouch for his character and attest that he has been with them aboard the ferry for the entire journey. The ferryman must be mistaken. After listening to the passenger's testimony, the ferryman sheepishly apologizes to the man. He is not very good at remembering faces, so that's probably why he didn't recognize him. With that confrontation out of the way, the ferryman and the lightkeeper finish interviewing the last few passengers before stepping away from the ferry for a well-deserved rest. The ferryman thanks the lightkeeper for her help. He attempts to smile, but the lightkeeper can see a sullen look in his eyes. She asks him what's wrong. The ferryman confesses that he feels conflicted about his job. He fears that with each newcomer he brings to the island, it becomes less and less like the home he once knew. This has caused him to feel resentment towards the passengers. He also feels upset at himself because none of them have done anything to deserve his anger. He asks the lightkeeper if she, having been here longer than anyone else, has any words of wisdom to help him. The lightkeeper thanks the ferryman for confiding in her. Home is a very important place, and it's a good thing that he feels so strongly about it. She then asks him what he misses the most from the things that have changed. After a minute, the ferryman replies that he used to enjoy walking to the market after coming home from a long voyage. The ferryman knew everyone by name, and it was always a pleasure to see so many familiar faces. He would carry those feelings with him on his travels, knowing that he would always return to an island full of friends. Over time, more and more of his friends have left the island, and now the market feels alien and unwelcoming. He no longer has anything to look forward to when returning home. The Lightkeeper thinks deeply about what the ferryman has told her. And she tells the ferryman that she doesn't have wisdom for him. Or at least, there's nothing that she can say that will solve his problems for him. However, if he follows her, she can show him what she usually does when she feels alone. My friends, let's find out what that is.
Yeah, this was pretty cool. Oh my. Love you too.
What a well-behaved group of travelers, though you're also quite bouncy, and I really do appreciate that. Yes.
We have some.
It does put a spring in your step. Ah, Jinx, you owe me an ether melon soda. Alright. My friends, the story continues. The Lightkeeper and the ferryman arrive at the lighthouse. The crystal within the tower shines constantly, helping guide ships safely to shore. It's the Lightkeeper's responsibility to tend to the lighthouse every day to make sure the light never goes out. As she ascends the steps, the Lightkeeper wonders who will take care of the lighthouse when she's gone. It requires a constant vigilance, and very few people stay on the island for as long as she has. Despite her title, the Warden usually grants others the freedom to leave when they wish, so most people tend to stay no more than a few years. Other than the Warden herself, who has been here about as long as the Lightkeeper. Perhaps, once the Lightkeeper leaves, the Warden will have the time to take care of the lighthouse herself. Though, perhaps the better option is to share their responsibility, so that no single person needs to stay trapped on the island. The Lightkeeper thinks that sounds like a kinder solution. But the Lightkeeper is not just here for maintenance today. The top of the lighthouse is also a fantastic place. Get a view of the whole island. And the Lightkeeper would like to share that experience with the ferryman. Travelers, it is now time for your first trial. I require a brave soul to follow the Lightkeeper to the top of the lighthouse, though worry not, you will not be alone. My fellow tour guides will join you. Let's see. Tech nerd, might I call on you for today?
Can you give it to someone else, please?
Ah, I see. That is perfectly fine. You may, of course, pass. This is a great responsibility. In that case, let's see. How about... Robotic 312. Might I call on you? Ah. Thank you, my friend. Robotic, here is what you must do. Ascend the stairs to the top of the lighthouse and take a good look around. Look with your heart and listen to what the wind whispers. Once you are ready, return to us and share with the group what you, and by extension, what the ferryman sees from the top of the tower. The rest of us will wait for you down here. Do you have any questions before you ascend?
Nope. All good.
All right, my friend. Please join my fellow tour guide, Sheen, and head to the top of the lighthouse. We will wait for you down here. Good luck, my friends.
Yes.
All right, everyone else, gather around.
Lead the way.
It does seem to be that time.
Soup. Time for a taste of that springtime flavor. And by springtime I mean
Oh, we're getting chicken soup.
boing.
Boing.
Springtime. Springtime flavor.
Bouncy soup.
Okay, right. Now then, let's have a taste. Right, hold on, wait. Does anyone have a cup? Okay, hold on, wait. Does anyone have a ladle?
Does this count?
Yeah, you know, yeah. Okay, yeah, that works. Give. Okay,
Here, let's just
let's. Yep. Okay. fresh like spring.
Boing.
Boing, boing,
Boing.
boing,
Boing. Boing.
boing,
Boing.
boing,
Boing.
boing, 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 boing,
Boing.
boing,
Boing.
boing,
Boing.
boing, boing.
Tastes like
Did someone-
dimensions.
I think someone put flubber in the soup.
Boing, boing. And it's like flying rubber. Boing, boing.
I don't think there's any rubber in
Rubber
there.
in ages.
I don't know. Are you wearing any rubber? Anything with rubber in? No.
Maybe on a VHS.
No, mostly
No.
leather, cloth, maybe some wool. I got a feather up here.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's like rubber. Do you have any? No, probably not.
Rubber, I heart.
A rubber.
Damn. All right.
Nikki is performing an advanced technique.
Here they come. Yes.
Welcome back.
We have
Soup.
We have so much soup.
Soup.
Going.
It's springy. Boing.
We ascend on hither for naught but a brief few moments, and to meet us when we return, the mortals are already worshipping a new soup.
Soup. Boing.
It is, but wait.
Boing.
Ah,
Boing. Boing. Boing.
yes.
Boing. Boing.
Soup has kept us nice and warm in the meantime while we waited for your return. But my friend, Robotic, please, come forth. Welcome back, my friend, please. Tell us. While you were at the top of the lighthouse, what did you see?
I saw a temple far, far in the distance. Hippie top.
Ah, do you mean the distant temple?
Yes.
Yes, that is quite hard to miss. It is very, very prominent. Is there anything else that you have seen?
Huh?
Or is there anything else that stood out to you, or was that all?
A shining star on the temple, mainly.
I see. Well, thank you, my friend. It is quite a beautiful world, so there are so many details here to take in. It is hard, of course, to just pick one, but, in any case, thank you, my friend. Due to your answer, or rather, your answer has provided enough energy for the lighthouse to burn brightly once more. And so, with that, our story can continue. And here is what happens. The ferryman looks out over the horizon at the temple far, far in the distance. He asks the lightkeeper why she wants to leave so badly, when that would mean she has to give up everything she has here. She tells him that she loves this island and all the people here dearly, but she doesn't think that love will ever fade, even if she's gone. Instead, she feels like she has so much to gain from traveling, though she understands saying that probably doesn't help him feel any better. The ferryman thanks the lightkeeper anyway. Getting to see the island from the top of the tower has been a refreshing experience and has helped him clear his mind. Although the island may be much different than he remembers it, he is glad that he still can look forward to seeing her, as she is always such a welcoming presence. The ferryman wishes her well and sets off back towards the docks. The lightkeeper can't help but feel a little guilty for wanting to leave. If she did, then what will become of the ferryman? She hopes that he will be able to find his way without her. And with that, my friends, the lightkeeper sets off once more, and our story will continue right over this way.
The biggest spine.
Boing. Boing. Boing.
Oh no, not this point. I can never make the jump.
I believe in you, Leon. Or, I believe in you, Abel. You can make the jump this time.
You just need to boing and you can make it. I trust you. Yeah. Terrible thing to do to poor people, but okay.
I wonder. In any case, my friends, the story continues for now. The lightkeeper hears someone sobbing. A little boy is sitting at the edge of a broken bridge, slowly kicking his feet against the water below. The lightkeeper asks him what's wrong. The boy tells her that he would normally be playing games with his friends in the forest, but his friends told him that he is too old to play with them anymore. He asks the lightkeeper if she can make his friends let him back into the forest. The lightkeeper tells the boy that while she cannot force his friends to play with him, she would be happy to help him talk with them. Maybe, together, they can work things out. The two of them set out to look for the boy's friends. And, my friends, let us follow them this way.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna make this.
The forest is quiet. The lightkeeper and the little boy search high and low, but there's no sign of the children. Eventually, they reach the fairy ring at the heart of the forest. The lightkeeper can hear some rustling coming from the bushes. Who's there? Two small faces peek out. The girl sees the little boy and tells him that he's not supposed to be here. The boy is hiding something behind his back. The lightkeeper asks if the two of them could come out of the bushes so that they may talk things out with the little boy. The two kids slowly glance at each other and break into a sprint. One of them looks back and yells, "Catch us if you can!" And with that, my friends, it is time. It is time for a quest. Please listen closely. May tonight's NPCs, Metal Gen and Cooking Space, please step forward and change into your avatars. Or I suppose singular avatar in this. Oh, no, never mind. I'm mistaken.
He is wide.
Normally I would suggest bright colors, but Metal Gen, I believe that avatar is unmissable. Even in the darkness of this forest.
Wait, is that guy from that one movie?
No way. It's the lead actor of Iron Lung. I heard he was sleeping with the director's wife.
Oh my, how scandalous.
Alright. My friends, travelers. These are tonight's NPCs. And they will be playing as the Lightkeeper and the little boy. They are it, and will be trying their best to catch you. Everyone else, your task is to evade the NPCs for as long as possible. The NPCs will stay here and wait with me to give you a head start. If you would not like to participate in this quest for any reason, you may also stay here with us, and I will show you where we are heading next. If you do wish to participate, try your best to escape from the NPCs. If you see that you are caught, or an NPC calls for your name, you must stop running and freeze in place. I trust that our NPCs will be fair using this power. My friends, you also, all of you, have the power to help each other escape. If you have not yet been tagged, you may unfreeze your teammates in one of two ways. You may stop, plant your feet firmly, and give your teammates a double high five for only such a spicy move as any hope of unfreezing anyone. Alternately, if you are not in VR or cannot high five for any reason, you may also stop and give your teammates a double emoji. I myself prefer the fire emoji, but you may use any one that you wish. My friends, please, for the duration of this quest, please avoid straying too far from the edge of this forest. The sand and the water surrounding this area are out of bounds for the quest. And finally, please make sure that you have my avatar enabled, as well as avatar sounds turned on. When your time has expired, which will be around 5 minutes, I will ring a bell. And you do need avatar sounds enabled to be able to hear it. When time is called, please come and find me by the fisherman's house beyond the rocks to my right. Before we begin this quest, does anyone have any questions? I don't know if there's anyone behind Metal Gen who has any questions, but it does seem like we have a group of veterans here tonight. So, my friends, without further without any further ado, are we ready?
You
You guys don't sound enthusiastic.
We're under tension.
See, that sounded like appropriate escaping energy. My friends, your time starts now.
And now, cooking space, we have to count.
Come here, kitty. Come here. Let me touch you. Yes.
No help.
No one's gonna blame you if you come over, just wiggle your way out just a little bit.
Oh,
There you go.
see, I don't need to. I'm already covered. Way. Hold on.
They saved you, but not me.
Leave.
Double high five!
Computer. Come here. I see that purple jacket. Inches, inches, come on! Hi, Pack.
Hi, Sterling. I just want to move you. Come here.
Kitty! Oh, that was a good chase. You did good. Hi.
Kitty.
I'm alive. Okay,
I didn't hear that until now, and then that is terrifying.
Yeah, good. That's the idea.
I love it.
Metal Gen, that is a terrifying avatar.
How'd you go? Did you get it? Didn't get it. Oh. I almost passed this time.
That's fine.
At the very last second. Literally as the bell rang.
Oh my, Dean is a cat.
Cat.
How curious.
Nobody not even the Pima on the cloud.
I think he did very well.
Goodness gracious.
Great balls of
That looming over Pack Lover Metal was terrifying.
Howdy, yes. now there's 3 levels to it.
I'm gonna pet the cat. I'm petting the cat.
My friends,
Be
welcome
careful
back.
with your pets.
Crap, she's a comprehensible being now. The cats aren't comprehensible, they're liquid. Oh dear, hello.
I'm just agreeing with you.
Oh.
My friends, welcome back. I hope you were quick. I hope you were nimble. And I hope you were able to jump over the candlestick. But it is time to move forward, and so let us see how well you fared. My friends, if you could please help me out for one moment. If you were never caught by either of tonight's NPCs tonight, please stand by the mouth of the fish house.
I was never caught.
If you were caught
Awesome.
at least once during tonight's quest, or if you were not participating, please come and stand with me here in the middle of the room.
What if
And
we're
finally,
NPCs?
Is everybody?
If you're NPCs, you can come stand here with me in the middle as well. And finally, if you were caught at the end, if you were still frozen when the bell rang, please go and stand by the tail of the fish house. This will help me count the results. Booking space in Metalgen, I believe you are here in the middle. Wonderful. All right. Give me one moment, please, my friends.
Are to give, not just to experience.
I'll give you 5.
VRTravellers.
Ah. Wonderful, my friends. It seems that you have narrowly managed to escape the NPCs tonight. This is the closest it's ever been.
Ah, dang it.
The children run free for tonight. And so here is what happens. The Lightkeeper and the little boy try their best, but eventually they lose track of the kids. They arrive at the fisherman's old house and find an already lit campfire. They are both exhausted, so they stop to catch their breath. The Lightkeeper asks the little boy how he's feeling. The little boy tells the Lightkeeper that he really misses his friends and that he wishes he could ask them why they don't want to see him. But he still had a lot of fun chasing after them with the help of the Lightkeeper. He asks the Lightkeeper how often grown-ups get to play games like this. He tells her that he didn't think they did that sort of thing. The Lightkeeper responds that she can't speak for all grown-ups, because there isn't a specific way that grown-ups are supposed to act. She herself doesn't run around very often, but she enjoys listening to stories and finds the time to do so regularly. So, if the little boy wants to play games when he's grown up, he will be able to. The little boy thinks on this for a while, and then frowns. He tells the Lightkeeper that's not true. He and his friends didn't want to be spied on by the grown-ups all the time, and so they made a rule that no grown-ups are allowed inside of the forest. So once he grows up, he won't be able to play with them, even if he wants to. He asks the Lightkeeper what he should do. My friends, this is a spoken trial. The Lightkeeper is not quite sure what to answer the little boy. If you have any wise words to offer, please step forward here in front of me, and I will call on you. I see see somewhat of a loose line forming. My friend, Captain Panda, may I call on you?
You may.
All right. Well, what are your wise words that you can offer to the little boy?
To be patient with them, for even if you become an adult, so too in time will they, and then you will be reunited again.
To be patient and to wait until his friends also follow him and grow up. Is that approximately correct? Is that what I am hearing from you?
Yes.
Well, my friend, I do believe I still have a follow-up question to say to that, and that is as follows. My friend, the little boy would like to know, what should he do? What would happen if he is patient and he waits for his friends to grow up, and yet when they are all grown up as well and no longer in the forest, what if then too they will reject him? What if then too he still has no one to play with? Who will he have to stand beside him?
One would assume that he would be making new friends on the other side of adulthood. For maybe just like him, there are also people who have just become adults and are in need of friends. There are always people out there who will always need friends. You just have to look for them, and they will appreciate your friendship just as much you theirs.
I see. One more, and are you absolutely certain that you will be able to find them? What proof can you possibly have of this?
By nature of an infinite universe, there are infinite possibilities, so certainty I cannot give. But there is always loneliness, and there is always reason to bond with other people. There is always community. There will always be things that people will agree on and will happily talk about with you, with anyone.
I see. Thank you, my friend, for your answers. They are quite interesting. But I believe it is time to call on someone else. Let's see, I do believe we do have time for one more. And we have one more wonderful traveler in our line. The Armid. What wise words do you have to share with the little boy?
The boy says, "What should I do?" And when he asks the Lightkeeper, like when she offers any sort of response, he always asks, "What if? What proof do you have? What if this? What if that?" These are all irrational. They're all panicky. He's full of anxiety and not thinking in a way that is sound, I suppose you could say. So what I think he should do is go for a walk on the beach with the lightkeeper to help him relax. And maybe he'll see his friends in the woods as he walks.
But my friend, I do have a follow-up for you. Is this not exactly what the two of them were just doing, but moments before? Before their chase. How would this time be any different, if previously it had not helped?
I think that the boy still needs time, and, well, I suppose I shouldn't be meta, but perhaps there is value in taking just a little bit more time to relax. And the beach is so pretty, and the sights are so pretty.
Let me get this, or see if I have this straight, my friend. So you are saying that the little boy's questions and their reactions are full of panic, and as a result of this, he is thinking irrationally. These thoughts, these feelings are not rational. And so, you would suggest that he should take some more time to get his mind off of these thoughts and feelings.
Yes.
I see. That does make sense. Thank you, my friend. I don't believe I have any more follow-ups after that. But your thoughts and perspectives on this are always very interesting.
Thank you.
My friends, here is what happens. The little boy listens to the Lightkeeper's words and tells the Lightkeeper that he is not so sure. And despite everything, he simply cannot imagine that if he is alone, that things will still turn out okay. The little boy begins to cry. The Lightkeeper notices a group of children approaching the fisherman's house. She lets the little boy know that his friends have arrived. The little boy jumps up and with tears in his eyes begs his friends if he could please play with them again. They all mean a lot to him, even though it's only been a day or two. He really misses them already, and if growing up means that he won't be able to play with them anymore, he'd rather never grow up. The children whisper amongst each other, and eventually, the smallest child from the group steps forward. He says that they have a surprise for him. She explains that they wanted to plan a surprise birthday party, and they needed an excuse to keep him away from the forest. They are sorry for worrying him, and yes, of course, he can join them again. The boy, who is hiding in the bushes, reveals the flower crown that he was hiding behind his back, and all of his friends wish the little boy a happy birthday. The little boy, still sobbing, thanks the Lightkeeper for all her help. He feels relieved, knowing that his friends aren't going to leave him. And he is especially glad that he is not yet too old to play in the forest. The little boy joins his friends, and together the children vanish into the trees. The Lightkeeper makes her way back towards the mainland, and my friends, so shall we. Onwards.
Ultimate boing technique. Flight. Boing.
My friends, welcome. Gather around. Please, gather around. As the story is not quite continuing just yet, as we have reached the halfway point of this narrative. My friends, it is now time for our regularly scheduled 4-minute break. Please take this time to gather any refreshments that you may need, and then Be back here in 4 minutes sharp. I will be waiting. And then we can continue our story. Alright, my friends. Your 4-minute break starts now.
Let's go!
Have you ever been called upon, Mr. Helmet? Oh, are you getting snackies, Mr. Helmet? What? If you got called during the boat thing, or to go up on climb the tower, you would pass? I don't think you should pass. I think you should climb the tower. Oh, come on. Climb the tower, Mr. Helmet.
No wrong answers yet, because we don't know what the right answers are.
Better not pass. I'll be so mad at you if you pass. I'll freak out.
Yeah, we have no idea what any correct answer is. We've done nothing. You should sass.
Sass is going up. Yeah, Sass is going up the tower and being like, I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, honestly, I am curious what response that would give, or like what that would do.
Yeah, if I went up, I would have said, I see a prison.
I feel like exploring the map and finding some random thing that can't actually be seen and then saying that might create an interesting response.
Ooh. Oh god, a couple weeks ago, I was...
Oh, you have it too?
I was in a different state of mind, and I, like, used the fast travel to go to a couple of the rooms, and it was pretty trippy.
And then you move your pointer, and yeah, you're pointing your thumb.
I think that's someone's avatar. Yeah, I saw that too.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Wondering what that was.
But yeah, do you mean like the room where it's like you wake up or whatever?
I don't know all the
Yeah, it was really cool.
emotions you can do. I was hoping there was an interaction with the blade.
If you got chosen to give a wish, you would pass, Mr. Helmet? You better make a wish. I'm a freak out.
I'm pointing at a book right now, saying I wish I could go there. In a treehouse.
Oh, that reminds me, you're given a bunch of choices for directions that the compass thing can point when you return. And I'm curious what would happen if you said one of the fourth dimensional directions, like Kata or Ana. Which obviously cannot be visualized, but no reason why you couldn't say it anyway.
Fair.
Where's my samurai?
There he is.
I'm a little distracted right now. Someone showed me that you can just buy the mints that they give you at Olive Garden at the store. So,
Huh. Is that something you're about to get on top of?
So you're seriously looking
I
at
have
prices?
a bag of those mints.
Oh, you've already
and
done
it
it. I
is,
see.
it is a bad decision.
I just figured out
Do you just have it in your lap?
how to do this.
Like an evil
Chocolate
genius
mint
with a cat.
is a good combination.
Oh, yeah, I can't eat too much chocolate.
Or hazelnut.
Talking about chocolate.
Caffeine and sugar.
Yeah, the caffeine kills me. I had a caffeinated thing today, and I was a little jittery for a while, and it was like less than a cup of coffee worth of caffeine because I'm so sensitive to it.
So I'm gonna stop.
What about me, Pat? I'm eating potato chips that are lemon pepper flavored and kind of suck, but they're so good.
I'm gonna have some chicken tenders after this tour. They're in the fridge.
It seems you're playing a dangerous game. Just a couple seconds at a time.
I appreciate. Please do not the cat group.
You find yourself at an interdimensional crossroads.
A
A
rendezvous.
rendezvous between.
Oh.
What kind of...
Boing.
Ooh.
Good
Boing. Boing. Boing.
Everyone's eating chocolate tonight.
Oh, air.
I'm getting. I have a chocolate. It's more oil than chocolate, but I'm gonna have it anyway.
Bing bong.
It's time.
Then your avatar's an air for me.
Bing, bing, bong.
Cocoa dusted
Bing bong.
Like boing.
and the first
If you
ingredient
put them
Boing,
together.
oils, and then sugar, and
Yes,
then
if you
cocoa
put those two together, you get a boing.
They're really bad.
Everything is bouncy today, even the bells. Alright, my friends. I hope you're all well rested, hydrated, and ready to go. As this story is about to get quite interesting. I see that we still have a couple of latecomers, but, well... Oh, no, never mind. In any case, if this was slightly more than 4 minutes, so I shall get going. Oh, that sounds wonderful. In any case, my friends, it is time. And without further ado, the Warden continues. The Lightkeeper walks down the street and arrives at the big tree at the heart of the island. There are people about, enjoying the weather and relaxing under the tree's shade. The Lightkeeper sees the old mariner sitting in his usual spot, smoking his pipe. The Lightkeeper greets him and asks him how he's doing. The old mariner complains about life on the island. His soul belongs to the sea, and yet the young upstarts at the docks insist that he sit there and rest. What rubbish. A little joint pain never hurt anyone. He is just as seaworthy as the day he first stepped aboard a ship. In fact, he is much more capable than anyone at the docks, and he would like to give them all a piece of his mind. He sighs deeply and tells the Lightkeeper that he is otherwise having a lovely day, and it's been made even more lovely now that she's joined them. And, after a pause, he apologizes because he knows that she dreams of sailing, and his complaints about being stuck here probably seem quite rude to her when he's had the opportunity to spend his whole life at sea. The Lightkeeper thanks him, but tells him not to worry. She's actually come here to hear him talk about the sea. She loves listening to the stories he tells about his adventures, and was wondering if he has any more tales to tell her. The old mariner puffs on his pipe, deep in thought. Have I ever told you the story of how I first ended up on this island? The Lightkeeper shakes her head. Well, I'd scarcely believe it myself, though I swear every word is true. I used to be a deckhand aboard an old salvage vessel. We'd scour the seas for shipwrecks and sunken treasure. One day, we found a broken mech that was still floating on the water with the pilot still inside. We helped the man get back on his feet and even managed to fix his mech. But when he got back into the pilot's seat, the sky split in two, his mech vanished without a trace, and a dark cloud descended on our vessel. The typhoon came from nowhere, and it ripped me right off my feet, and I was thrown headfirst into the deep. I couldn't see, I couldn't hear, I didn't know which way was up. And then suddenly, bam, I hit the bottom. As the old mariner is telling his story, a dark cloud begins to manifest around him. It encircles the great tree, shrouding the area in darkness. The cloud engulfs the Lightkeeper. The cloud swallows the old mariner. And then, the great tree glows bright, and with a massive pulse of ether, the cloud dissipates into nothingness. The ether amplifier is now at 0% charge. The Lightkeeper and the old mariner, still reeling from what happened, quickly clear the area. My friends, follow me.
Huh? This is new.
This is interesting.
Do we think that was because of the Abel name? Because I can't think of anything else that would have done that.
Maybe. Good job, yeah.
Neither the Lightkeeper nor the old mariner know what has just happened. A dark presence hangs over the area, and the two of them are still very shaken. They walk together through the town in silence. Eventually, the old mariner says that he has gotten tired and has done enough walking for the day. He needs to go and rest. Perhaps they can spend some more time together later. But for now, he heads home, leaving the Lightkeeper alone. My friends, that was a close call. Thankfully, this story still has enough energy to continue, but the ether amplifier has been exhausted, so, well, I'm not sure if we will have another such opportunity next time. In any case, it is good that there is a failsafe here. But tread carefully, my friends. This way.
Boing. Oh, interesting.
What just happened? The ether amplifier exploded or something?
He ran out of juice. I don't know if that means the battery's down or what that
Yes, my friends, I do apologize as we have, well, skipped forward here. To catch everyone up, normally, in another path of this narrative, we might learn, or rather, our veterans probably already know, but for those of you who are relatively new here, yes, in fact, that great tree is an ether amplifier. And it just saved our skin, which is a good thing too. But in any case, my friends, the story continues. The Lightkeeper hears the philosophers before she can see them. The two siblings are engaged in a spirited dialectic. She feels like she could use a little diversion after the earlier events, so the Lightkeeper sits down on the steps of the otherwise empty amphitheater and listens in. Take, for example, the humble starfish. As we both know, some specimens of this extraordinary creature are capable of reforming their entire body from just a single limb. If a starfish were segmented into its 5 separate limbs, then what happens to its soul? I believe we should rule out the possibility that the soul itself is cut into pieces. If the soul were to be cut whenever the body is cut, then the soul and the body are one and the same, which contradicts our prior definition that the soul must be immaterial. Your reasoning is flawed. It is possible that the soul is sundered whenever the body is injured, but this does not imply that the body is similarly wounded when the soul is rent from it. Consider what happens after death. We know that soon after someone dies, their soul departs their body. And yet, the body takes quite some time before it is physically any worse for wear. That is true. I was too hasty in my conclusions. But in that case, if a starfish is cut into 5, at what point do the 5 pieces of its soul cease to be pieces and become 5 separate souls? Isn't it obvious? It is whenever the 5 pieces of its body cease to be pieces and become 5 bodies. But that's technically correct. But you're evading, aren't you? You have no idea. The dialectic slowly transforms into a squabble between the two siblings, with neither one willing to back down. Eventually, they notice the Lightkeeper in their audience and ask her who she thinks is right. The Lightkeeper says that she doesn't feel qualified to weigh in, as she is neither an expert on starfish entomology, nor has she spent as much time thinking about this question as the philosophers clearly have. But she does know someone who is an expert, and offers to take the philosophers to see them. The philosophers agree to follow her. My friends, let's see who these experts are.
that's great.
Look at my mushrooms be real, my cellulose are real.
What about your Cillian?
My friends. My friends, I hope that you did not have too much trouble coming down the narrow pass. If everyone has made it in one piece, then I think we can continue. How about that, my friends? Listen closely. The Lightkeeper and the Philosophers make their way down a narrow cliff passage and arrive at a hidden beach underneath the town. The Philosophers look around, but don't see anyone here. They ask the Lightkeeper where this so-called expert is. The Lightkeeper admits that she may have been slightly stretching the definition of expert. She points to the numerous starfish scattered across the sand, but who better to ask about the nature of a starfish than a starfish? The Philosophers look doubtful. They are not about to waste their time attempting to talk to a starfish. The Lightkeeper explains that she knows the starfish will not answer any of their questions, but that doesn't mean that they shouldn't try to listen. She thinks that observation is a very important part of learning, and at the very least, doing so might help them rule out some possibilities. The Philosophers don't feel like they can argue with that statement, so they reluctantly decide to observe the starfish, at least for a little bit. The three of them comb the beach. They peek under rocks and peer into the water to make sure that they've thoroughly checked every single starfish. After finishing their search, the Lightkeeper and the Philosophers make a shocking discovery. Every single starfish on this beach has the exact same pattern of spots. They may be different sizes, but yes, they are sure of it. The spots are all identical. My friends, the Lightkeeper and the two Philosophers do not know what to make of this strange occurrence. And so, I have a question for you. If a person you are in love with ceases to be, and their soul continues on in multiple bodies, how do you decide who to continue loving? And what proof could you produce that would validate your choice? That is a great mouthful of a question. So let me repeat it once more. If a person you are in love with ceases to be, and their soul continues on in multiple separate bodies, how do you decide who to continue loving? And what proof could you produce that would validate your choice? If you would like to answer this spoken trial, please step forth and I will call on you. My friends, I can't quite tell if you have stepped forth, but, Vina, may I call on you?
You may.
Ah. Wonderful. All right, my friend. What is your answer to this trial?
If someone you're in love with ceases to be, you have to choose which one to love. But how? You should conduct an experiment. You should get them all together. You should line them up, and you should poke and prod and test them all, each individually, and the one that you resonate with the most is the one that you go on loving. Because you gotta choose, and the only way you can possibly choose is to be with the one that your soul resonates the most with. Unless you want a harem situation, which would be a complicated change.
My friend, what an interesting answer. Though, I would love to poke at the feasibility, poke and prod, that is, at the feasibility of gathering all the multitude of souls together in one place. That is actually not what my follow-up question is about. Rather, I would like to ask you the following. What should you do if the soul that your soul resonates with, does not reciprocate? Their soul does not resonate back with yours. What should you do in that sort of situation?
You should refuse to let them go and trap them on an island. No, you should keep on... Yeah, I say you keep trying. You know? If you're convinced that that soul that you love is in there, and they don't love you back, you make them love you back. Until your dying breath, you keep trying.
Interesting. Make them love you back. Keep trying. What a interesting perspective, my friend. Thank you for sharing. Is there anyone else who would like to step forth? I cannot quite tell who has done so. Is, Setsuna, is that you stepping forward?
Yes.
Ah, I see. Wonderful. My friend, what is your answer to my question?
The way I'd see it is, if I were to pick who I would love, I'd follow the original, as would be stated. So when a starfish, as said, splits into 5 pieces, and say for instance, look at these starfish around us, each of them have 5 limbs. I'd follow the one that has the center part along so with it, separates from the other, as it would be most likely still be the original. As it does give its offspring all that, the original still keeps its own individuality, but as we would say, when it does split, it doesn't always keep its individuality, but it would create its own separate biological replica of this one, but it would no longer be the original. And as an example as I could give is think of a twin. They're both basically almost identical in all sense, similarities, all, but are they actually the same? No, they are not. But you could still see how they would be the same way. So, as my final answer, I'd like to say, I'd follow the original as would be stated, as the 5 feet would be separated. Each would be creating a new one. But I'd follow the original center of the starfish that I once loved.
I see, my friend. If I were to summarize your feelings correctly, would the following be correct? Are you saying that you reject the premise of my question, that if a person you are in love with ceases to be, and their soul splits into multiple bodies, you reject the idea that they have ceased to be, and you believe that there is still one of those myriad of souls that is, or rather resonates with the original more closely than all the others. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, it is.
I see. So somewhere out there, even across the multitude of souls, one of them is still the one that you love. Their soul has never ceased to be. What a powerful hope. I hope that, well, that is true. And if I think about it a little more, that would mean that, well, even if you don't find it, the hope that they may be out there somewhere is quite powerful, my friend. Thank you for your unique perspective on this question. I don't believe I have any follow-ups to ask of you, as I think I understand your point. All right, my friends. I believe that is all we have time for today. And so, here is what happens. The Lightkeeper ponders the nature of the starfish. She wonders if the matching spots really do mean that all of these starfish were once one and the same. Or perhaps, if there may be another explanation. The philosophers thank the Lightkeeper for dragging them down here. It has been a fun excursion. The Lightkeeper has not helped the philosophers answer their question, but in the process of observing, they have discovered that their question is much more interesting than they originally anticipated. The philosophers tell her that tomorrow they will hold their dialectic here, at this secluded beach, rather than at the amphitheater, so that they may investigate further. She is welcome to join them to further investigate if she wishes. The Lightkeeper smiles weakly and says that if her audience with the Warden does not go well, and she is still here tomorrow, she will gladly join them. A bell sounds in the distance. The Warden is ready to receive petitions for the day. My friends, let us face her. This way.
The vote again?
Fasty.
The Lightkeeper passes under the tall columns and approaches the throne. A great crystal of ice floats before the throne, glowing brightly and bathing the entire room in a resplendent blue light. The Warden's voice emanates from within the crystal. I am the Warden. Who are you, and why have you come before me? The Lightkeeper says that she has come here to ask to be allowed to leave the island. She has been the Lightkeeper of the island for many long years, and she believes that she has earned a much-deserved rest. The light from the crystal intensifies as the temperature in the room drops rapidly. Tell me, why should I let you go? The Lightkeeper can tell that the Warden is not swayed. But perhaps, if she can just find the right words, the right thing to say, the Warden may still be won over. Or perhaps the Warden's heart is just as cold as the form that she has taken, and there's nothing more for the Lightkeeper to say. She tries not to think about that for now, and decides to face the Warden anyway. My friends, we must help the Lightkeeper answer the Warden. Why should the Warden let the Lightkeeper go? You may speak and strategize amongst yourselves, but be warned, the Warden's patience will only last a few minutes. Once you feel ready, elect someone to step forward and speak for the group. I will not call on anyone, and instead, I will recognize whomever is elected. You have one chance to answer. Now make haste. The Warden's patience already wears thin. Your time begins now.
I don't have any idea what
said
to
something
say.
along the lines of Abel.
I
Well,
think
if we're trying to get
that
able to talk with the Warden, your presence might
Who's the
just
rat,
be enough.
actually?
Might just be enough
I
to see
think
something
that
special
the
happen.
Warden and the Lightkeeper, like this whole setup, this prison is, and the shield around it is meant to protect the Warden and the Lightkeeper from Abel. So I think a response to why should I let you leave should be something to the effect of I can face
If you're
Abel
gonna write a text
myself.
message, you can't race around because we can't read it.
No. We've got Abel.
Thank you.
Abel is in. Abel is within.
Theoretically, I mean, the tree blasted him away is what I thought was the thing that happened.
Sorry, I sort of vaguely lost consciousness at that point.
Yeah, so did I, but it seemed that is what happened.
No, as in, like, out of character, I actually
tried to breach the fences.
Oh.
I believe the shield held up.
Yeah, it was
fear.
got fucked in the
I believe. Honestly, I don't think we can actually do an able response that will do anything but maybe like create some smaller response. I feel like we need to invoke able more in this story because I think that is.
I'm also wondering if the ether amplifier will already be deactivated in the next one.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
That would be interesting.
And then if you did it again, then it would fuck up the whole thing, and then we'd get something different.
Get the ending where the tour gets cut in half and it ends early.
Oh yes.
Okay.
That would be.
So for this answer though, what are people thinking?
I want an ending where Abel gets cut in half.
I mean, that happens in like
I
most
sliced
disorders.
Abel in half with a
Actually, doesn't that literally happen in the lecture?
I propose I send myself as myself.
What do we do?
You know what,
And
Sherwood?
boing.
So what are we going to say?
Oh, you're boing!
Abel is...
I believe in that.
Abel is here or something, or what?
You? Oh yeah. Why should I let you leave? You can't protect me anymore because Abel is literally here, and you tried to protect me from him and you failed.
Yes. Oh man.
I don't think she'll like that.
It could go.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would go hard. Do you want to go up to the warden and say, yo, you're protecting?
I fucking say everything. You do it.
Okay, alright.
Just like whisper in their ear.
I believe it's also up to who Cilantro chooses.
Well, no, she recognizes the elected leaders. Honestly, I elect equalization. You can do it. You don't do anything.
Anyone has anything else they want to throw in?
1K for you.
That's not what I meant. I mean, you don't respond often.
Elect Abel, sure.
Oh, equal. Are you wanting to say something? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to go
Probably something along the lines of, you've already failed to protect me, Abel's already here.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah, sounds like
kind
cool.
of,
Same.
yeah, that's kind of what like Diarmid was saying, and what's gonna shoot. Okay, alright. So who wants to go up and tell them that they failed, that Abel is here?
I'm saying equalization.
Okay.
Okay, you wanna go?
Choose you.
Okay, I guess I'm able now. I'm already here.
You're able to do the
Awesome.
Okay.
Get up there, equal.
able to be able.
Alright. I'm able now.
What's
I'm gonna able
How can you
all over.
protect anything? My boat's got
Hold on, you're
competence.
being able. Okay, alright.
I always thought we were all able, but I guess only I'm able.
I think naming yourself Abel just invokes
There's a
him
little
into
bit of
the
Abel
story,
in all
like Bloody Mary in the mirror.
Yeah, it's like Voldemort.
I am here. Abel is here. I speak only in third person. Wait, Abel speaks only in able person.
Oh my Christ, okay. You know what,
What?
I hope you are able to convince the
Boing.
warden.
Boing boing. I don't actually know enough about the law to convince anybody if they ask me.
You know what, you've seen the painter, I think you've seen enough.
You're
Okay.
just paraphrasing anyway. You can say whatever you want. Summarize whatever you want.
I will eat this delicious story. Nom 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 nom.
Do whatever I want.
Oh,
My friends, your time is running short. Please consider who to elect, not just your response.
do you want me to go and say that that Abel is here? Or do you want me to say, I am Abel, and I have come to destroy this?
Well, it is the Lightkeeper giving the response, so
Yeah.
she
Yes.
needs to say something
yes,
to the
but
effect.
she is also being controlled by entities beyond this mortal realm, as is
Beyond the
as
sky.
Okay.
Abel was
Beyond the barrier.
Well, look, can we
What's the
just
book his name again?
Shall we just say that
Abel, in front of a mirror.
Yeah, shall we just say? Shall we go and say
Should
that
I also just
Abel is
mention
here?
Sophia, Abel,
Okay, leader.
Travelers, Ether Amplifiers?
Just use all the buzzwords.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay.
Mundus.
Wait, Sophia's an adversary?
No, Sophia is
Okay, so
a separate
still
character
trying
that
to be
Abel is
vaguely
after.
respectful to
Abel
the
wants.
Oh, right. Oh, there's
narrative,
Sophia. I forgot about that.
I want to say that
Yes, the painter is Abel, Sophia is Sophia, and Sophia reincarnates into what we know of as all the female main characters in the tours, including the Lightkeeper.
Something is coming.
What did she mean by that when he said all the females
Abel
are
is
the same?
coming. We have to leave.
Well, all the males are the same too in this story.
Wow, this guy just sucks all around.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, okay, so do you want to go in saying that you are Abel, or do you want me to go in saying Abel is here, we have to evacuate?
I feel like I would just be cosplaying as Abel, but not actually Abel.
Yeah, okay. Panda equal whatever. Someone.
You guys are making me confused by saying
do you want to go in?
it
Do you want to do
I'm not able to understand.
Okay, do you want to do it equal? I mean, by all means, if you want to.
I'm perfectly fine with doing it.
Okay, I
Okay,
elect
then.
equalization. Let's say it
Alright.
together. We elect equalization.
I elect
Okay.
equalization.
Equal.
Equal.
For me, boy.
Equal.
Go forth and perish.
My friends, who do you recognize?
Equalization.
Equalism.
Hello.
Equal.
All right, my friends. Step forward and answer my question. Why should the Warden let the Lightkeeper go?
Because the Warden has already failed. Abel is here.
The Warden is unsure what that means, but when the name is uttered, something feels wrong.
Oh.
The Warden accuses the Lightkeeper of tampering with the ether amplifier in the center of the island. Is this true?
That's good, just me or the group?
Say yes.
You're elected.
Is this true?
Elected you.
Representative.
Say yes,
It was all
Yeah.
Wait, what does green mean?
Think back, traveler. What happened? Recount what happened.
It just kind of happened. It wasn't really the fault of the Lightkeeper.
No.
There was a big cloud that started to go over the ether amplifier as, what was it, the Mariner? Was it the Mariner? Out there?
That's the one.
Well, while we were being told a story of how, I believe the Mariner came across this island, a big cloud went over the ether amplifier. The amplifier didn't like that, and so it blasted that cloud away, and that just kind of spent the amplifier's strength.
So, the old Mariner is involved as well.
Feel like you're jumping to some conclusions here, Warden.
You can't forget I licked it too.
Oh, it's Cooking Space's fault. Let's have them execute.
Huh?
Damn.
But in all seriousness, I doubt the Mariner had nothing to do with it. It was just a coincidence.
The Warden has heard enough.
I think we're gonna die, guys.
She demands that the Lightkeeper come to the spire of her palace before all is lost. The light of the crystal fades, and, well, even without the crystal, a cold darkness hangs over the throne room. My friends, this way, quickly.
New stuff. This is so swag.
We're going to destroy the island!
Next time we gotta try Sophia as the...
Well, we'll have to wait maybe a month. Or fine?
For a week. Maybe
Bridge sacrifice.
Cilantro looks so green.
Oh, then celery. Have you tried licking it?
I did. Boing.
Boing. Oh, the diving board. Oh, I can't go that way.
Oh, yes I can.
I probably should.
Oh, don't do that!
Oh.
There's a shark down
Jump.
there. There's also a
Hey,
button
wanna
to
cuddle?
retract the bridge.
Oh.
Is green disgust?
Oh.
Colors, ether. This is fear.
Yeah, what was...
Now you're thinking with portals.
Yep. Green is labeled as fear. Had to check that. I had to look that up.
Yeah. Well, that seems accurate.
Mm-hmm.
I am mostly terrified.
My friends. My friends.
Hi.
It wasn't supposed to be like this, but it is time for the story to conclude. Let's hope that everything turns out all right. In the end. The Lightkeeper enters the spire. The ocean is far below, and the sound of waves cannot reach them from here. As soon as she crosses the barrier to enter the spire, the door is shut behind her. The space is silent, and yet the Warden's voice echoes from all around. I cannot let you leave this place. I can never let you leave this place. Because if you did, you would no longer exist. The world would no longer exist. You are broken. You are supposed to be dead, but I don't know how this happened. But I'm sorry I couldn't save you. I'm sorry. I will try again, as many times as it takes. The Warden seals the entrance of the spire and leaves the Lightkeeper to her fate. She does not look back.
Damn, that's crazy.
At least leave us some snacks.
Boing soup. Sad boings. Sad boings.
Actually, I'm sorry, my friends. I have gotten lost. This way.
No, not lost. We just took a surprise detour.
A surprise
With
detail.
the frizz? No way.
That's funny. I like that.
Right on the magic boat. Wherever it's going. Bang.
Pack.
Boing.
I wish.
Ooh.
Look at.
I get.
My friends.
Okay, that's
My friends. Due to this unexpected turn of events, I had forgotten to mention the walls of this place are rather temporal. That is, if you try to walk into some of these walls, you will fall right back down to the starfish area. If you do, you can teleport right back to the throne room from the secret teleport menu. Now back to our regularly scheduled tragedy. The Warden is afraid. She hopes that she can get rid of this Lightkeeper soon. If she takes too long, then perhaps all hope will be lost. She will have to find a new Lightkeeper as well, for if she cannot, the beacon will attract some other unfortunate soul to fill the resulting void in this distortion. Fortunately, there is no shortage of worlds from which the Warden can take. Unfortunately, she's never managed to find another world where the Lightkeeper is still alive. She wonders if her own old world was the only one. It doesn't matter. She has the power to bring the Lightkeeper back to life. Now, she only needs to figure out how to convince her to stay. She will begin by purging this reality, purging the Lightkeeper, and purging the old man. He is too dangerous. His stories are too dangerous. and have a profoundly negative influence upon the Lightkeeper. The Warden will try again. Next time.
Oh, this is eerie?
My friends, welcome to the bad ending of the Warden.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow. We killed a man.
I think we killed a couple people.
Yeah.
I didn't do shit.
We should have said the kids did it.
I wonder if
All he
there's a
did
way
was
to
be
kill
sad.
that young boy we met.
100%.
So, the question being, will the old man be here next time?
Yeah, I'm a little scared
Find
about
out
that.
on the next episode.
So now, okay, I was going to just be here with my drone, but now I have a hell of a lot of questions I want to voice.
Yeah, helicopter.
Helicopter.
My friends, my friends. Thank you all for coming along on this story, though I will say tonight's running of this tour was rather intense. We came very close to certain doom tonight. I hope that you will keep this in mind before tampering with fate too much in the future.
Sure.
So,
now I have a question.
Yeah, totally.
Before
this tour have the...
Before I give the floor over to you, I have a few announcements to make for the night. First and foremost, we will likely be, or rather, next time, we will likely be running one of Jean's tours. It's been a long time since here at VRTravellers we've been rotating tours, so we'll probably be passing it back and forth between myself and Jean for a while. That being said, since we are leaving you on a bit of a cliffhanger for tonight, I wanted to leave you some material to chew on until next time. Hopefully this helps set some of your expectations.
Okay, is it the boing?
I will say, my friends, that, well, seeing some of your comments and hearing your theories is always very exciting. And I wish to help you always. I wish to be honest with my puzzles and lead you in the correct direction. So here is the following hint. I will say that for many of the trials in this tour, in fact, I will say for all of the spoken trials in this tour, you have been at some points very, very close to the correct answer. In fact, I will say that there were at least some points where your answer was basically correct, except missing one thing, the most important thing. And, well, rather than thinking about what crazy combinations or what crazy theories you might have, the thing that you are missing is hiding right underneath your noses. Hopefully, you can think about that in the time between now and next tour and come back with some fresh ideas.
Shaylin, there's nothing under my nose. I don't think starfish.
Oh dear.
You said it was under my
Ah, yes,
nose.
I believe I forgot to change my status for tonight. I apologize. Normally that would say VRTravellers, the Warden, but I forgot to do that tonight. Silly me.
Did you forget, or is this a hint?
I'm very curious.
This, in the name of honesty, I will say I did genuinely forget. I try to not lead any of you on with these things or say anything that is incorrect. So I did, in fact, genuinely forget. All right, my friends. Before we hand the floor back to you, I would like to... Actually, where is he? Is Sheen here?
Right here.
He's just in a place where I cannot see him.
Behind me, sorry.
I was looking for the glowing green avatar, but it seems like more than one thing has changed tonight. My friends, I will pass off the announcements to Jean, and
Can we take our
I will also give you back
Say will happen if you jerk
your
off.
cube.
What? No, you're shoving them back in the cube again. Get back in the
I was drinking my drink. I was drinking hot chocolate.
Back to the cube.
Ah, that's better. The travelers gave me a splitting headache tonight.
Boing? Wow.
That's okay.
Boing?
My friends. We will attend to the group photo in just a moment. A few words first. Most of you here are veterans, so I will say thank you to you all for joining us once again. We are VRTravellers. We do this for fun. We do this for free. We do this to be a bright spot in the world. If you are not already supporting us, please feel welcome to ask how you may do so. Our Patreon is there, and I must mention it due to the hard work our team puts into our productions. If you do not already know, the link to our Patreon can be found in the info channel of our Discord. Now then, my friends, I must warn you. I will not name this concept of a character, but I will describe. You know who I am speaking of.
Voldemort.
This entity is an extra-dimensional, slightly antimemetic, and incomprehensible in certain ways of mortal thinking. They exist partially outside normal reality and blends between narratives. This character you know full well, and I implore you not to speak their name while we are in the narrative domain. As you see, even speaking their name gives them an allocation of time and gives them a right, a justified right due to the choice of your will to exist even for a moment. Once they exist, then part of the story belongs to them. And this is the one area that is not fully understood by tour guides. We have somewhat gotten the hang of the narrative domain, connecting to it with our 3 gates, and understanding how the observer chains work. But this entity seems to break all the rules all the time, constantly causing us to rethink what to do and how to deal with it, and, well, how to protect you during a tour. It may be enticing to mention this character during a story, as you feel it would trigger something interesting, or perhaps solve a puzzle you are stuck on. But I will implore you to not do that. It is almost certainly not the case, nor will it ever be the case. If it is, you will know, because the situation will be quite different. We are no longer dealing with a character or even a demon. This thing is more than a concept. It is the very inklings in the back of your mind that give birth to concepts. It has such originality that, well, I'll stop there. I am now borderline giving it space, even just describing it. My friends, thank you. It was quite interesting. Don't feel bad. But for the future, please kindly refrain from giving them a right to exist in our story. All right. I believe that's all I have. As our wonderful tour guide, Cilantro, said, the next tour we run will likely be one of mine. At this time, I believe it will be the pilot, but we will see. That could change. We do still have projects in the work, and there are a couple things about 2 to 3 announcements ago that I spoke of that you will be seeing updates on soon. Alright, that's all I have. Now for the group photo. What would the group like to do today?
He's good.
He's good.
Thank you. I'm gonna join off a friend. You're free to join me if you want after VRT is done.
You can't keep getting away with it. Yes, that's so true.
Yeah, we could take a picture here. I kind of like this spot.
Let's do it. But travelers, if you don't mind, could we put the beautiful water background in this direction to our back so that we get it in the photo?
Maybe we could line up over there.
On the bridge?
Perhaps on the bridge, yes.
Bridge here.
Let's go to the bridge, travelers.
Do be careful. Do be careful with the stairs, as they, well... Yeah, do be careful with the stairs, as they are somewhat broken. And you will fall through.
Out the hard way.
I'm sick and tired of you guys telling me what to do. Oh my god.
I found out by watching Cruz find out the hard way.
Oh, speaking of the boat.
Clownfish! Big ass clownfish.
It doesn't float. It's dead.
The water here isn't real.
Boat is my favorite character.
What if I got big?
Those oarfish?
Not that big.
And then they magically disappeared. Then I think it's you.
Or your mother.
Huh?
Did you throw the boats off the chairs?
All right, travelers, on the count of 3, we're going to say
Boing.
the A word.
Boing.
You're giving people too much freedom there.
What if we said it backwards?
No, like
And I mean that in 2 ways,
A
Shane.
word. Like those 3 words.
Okay, the A word. Okay.
Oh.
Yes, there we go. All right. Ready. Photographers. 3, 2, 1.
The
Apple pie.
Oh.
Nice. All right. My friends, put your hands together for the performance of Cilantro, the tour guide. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, let's hang out here just for a little bit, and then we'll drop a portal to the after party. The floor is yours.
Get out of here and go to